Hey friends, it's your boy BigTCGFan coming at you with another video, and today we're going to be doing another video in my Decklist series. And the decklist I'm going to show off to you guys is Orah Skyclave Hierophant. As you can guess, this is a tribal cleric deck. And it's a lot of fun because it does a lot of recursion, sacrificing, and things like that. So it's a really cool deck. As you can see, we got a bunch of basic lands. I went with these ones from the newest sets because I just think they're beautiful and they really set the theme of the whole sacrificing, resurrecting cleric thing. I got a bunch of dual lands that you can tap for both. So we got obviously Shattered Sanctum, City of Brass. The one life is so inconsequential when you're dealing with these clerics because there's tons of life gain. Isolated Chapel, Scrubland. This is my Zendikar fakie, but it's still cool. Command Tower, a Vault of Champions, Caves of Kolios, more of the life thing. This one I think I pulled out of a pre-con. This was pretty cool. This is the Shadow Sign Snarl, Godless Shrine, Fabled Passions. I got this with the was it Modern Horizons 2, I think. I love the old border foiliness of it. It's pretty sweet. Temple of the False God. This is just a sweet land with all the mana buff. Buried Ruin. You'll see there are several artifacts in the deck that you'll want to be able to recur, and it's a little harder with this deck to get them back. Artifacts you can sacrifice creatures with, like Astronaut's Altar and Phyrexian Altar. So it's good to be able to have this in here to snatch it out if you need to. And then Hana Fengraf. There's so much creature recursion that I'm not so sure I'll really need this one so much, but it's always good to have a backup plan just in case. Then we got the Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. This one's pretty sweet. I mean, obviously, you know, Cabal Coffers was next. I mean, everyone knew that. It was a given. Tons of mana. Yes, please. War Room. So basically you pay 2 life and 3 mana to draw a card. These 2 card colors. Normally this card I won't be doing that, but in a pinch, you will, because there are other ways to draw. Vault of the Archangel. This one I like because I can just give all my clerics Death Touch and Life Link. Can use it to get rid of creatures in your way or gain life, whatever it is you're trying to do. Core Haven, just a great way to prevent, you're going to kill this guy, I'll block with him and prevent all the damage, nothing happens. Field of the Dead, as you can see with so many different lands in this deck that are not basic, usually by the time I get this, I will have well over the 7, and then I just start getting free creatures to chump with. Phyrexian Tower, as I mentioned, sacrifice a creature, add 2 black mana. This card is an amazing card. And then this card right here is one of my favorites. It's called Starlet Sanctum, and it's the Cleric land, basically. Pay 1, sack a Cleric, gain life, equal to toughness. Pay 1 black, sack a creature, lose life equal to that Cleric's power. So it's a little flexibility. I can slow roll people, or I can do, And here's another way for me to sack creatures. High market. And then a Maze of Ith. Sometimes there's something big you just want to say, nope, you can't hit me with that. Now we go into my mana rocks, and obviously you know there's going to be a soul ring in there. It's a given. What's really cool is this was from the Secret Lair. Code is Black is Code, whatever it was called. I actually bought one, and they sent me 2 of them, so I was like, okay, whatever. So Soul Talisman, I just really love these. I think they're really cool. I pay 1 black. Yeah, I have to wait 3 turns, but it's okay. Marble Diamond, they're also less of a target than the Soul Rings too. Marble Diamond. I love to go 2 mana costs on my mana rocks, 2 or less. So you'll see, I think almost all of them are 2 or less. Arcane Signet, Star Compass. So if I'm hurting for one color or another, I can call it. Charcoal Diamond, Thought Vessel, Mind Stone. I like this one just because you can sack to draw a card later on in the game. Fractured Power Stone. This is just 2 to cast. I mean, you're not likely to be playing Plane Chase, but Talisman of Hierarchy. Like I said, the 1 point of damage, and if you're really worried about it, you can just tap for colorless. And then Prismatic Lens. Once again, it's good to be able to filter, but you're rarely ever going to do that. Now we get into some of the other artifacts. I got a Skull Clamp, which is this card. I mean, come on, put a clamp on a guy, sack it for life, draw 2 cards. Yeah, yes, please. All right, now we go into this is basically my little section on drawing or getting cards. So we got Grim Tutor. The 3 life is not that big of a deal. Profane Tutor. You'll note I got the cool foily artwork, which is pretty sweet. Vampiric Tutor, got the full art. This is non-foil, still beautiful. And then I got a Demonic Tutor. So you got all the tutors. This deck right here, you can tutor up anything you need, which is great because then I'll tutor up my way to sack something or whatever it is I'm trying to do. Astronaut's Altar. Let's see, sack creature mana, yes. Repeat, sack creature, colored mana. Yes, please. All right, Debtor's Knell. This is one of my key recursion things, because what I like to do is, if you're sacrificing clerics, sometimes you can't get them back with Orah's ability. So this is a great way to like get them back. And then Agadeem's Awakening. This fills both a land and I'll get all my creatures back slot. Obviously, you know, not all, but you know, one of each mana cost. Obviously, I prefer to use it as a spell, but it's there just in case I'm not drawing lands, so I don't eat it. All right, so here you go. There's a reason for this is in here, but because there is life gain in here, but this is nice. So whenever you gain life, you get +1, and then whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on a creature. Turn target. Yeah. So you can like pretty much do that when it sees when a class comes target creature. So like really, this one right here, I'll pay the 1 and I'll just let it sit there and I won't ever do anything with it because I don't. The other two are nice, but they're not really necessary in this deck. Wrath of God, just in case things aren't going my way, I can just blow the board. Martyr's Bond. So oh yeah, you're gonna hit something of mine and you lose something too. Sweet. Path to Exile. Sometimes you just gotta get rid of something. Dictative Erebos. You saw all the sacrificing that I'm doing. This card is key in this deck because then I can wipe your board while I'm just recycling my clerics through. It's pretty sweet. And then you got Damn, which is the same thing. So I can just one creature I want to get rid of, or I can just blow the board. Unexpected Absence. Sometimes I just need to stall for a turn or two, and this card is great at that. Ingaruk's Wake. I mean, yeah, blow up all creatures I don't control, sure. And all planeswalkers, so... Oblation. This card is preferred not to use it, but you know, it's great. Vindicate. I love this artwork. I specifically made sure to get this artwork because I love it so much. And then Exiling, because like I said, sometimes some things you just can't get rid of. Yeah, you'll get to draw a card, but I mean, I just put your freaking Avacyn Angel of Hope out of the game completely. So yes, please. Disenchant, instant speed, get rid of something that's making your life hard. Exsanguinate. This is one of those late game, I'm just going to end the game cards. You kind of have to do it. You can see I got this. I actually pulled this card myself. And it's funny because it's gone up a lot in value since I pulled it out of a pack. Back when I pulled it, it wasn't worth anything. Sometimes you want to prevent damage, so 2 life is well worth that. And then you got Exquisite Blood, and obviously I got Sanguine Bond. I would prefer not to use this, but you know, sometimes the game has to end. And when it has to end, I can end it. All right, so now you're getting into my clerics here. As you remember, I had the one where you gain a life. So now with her in play, I'm gaining 2 life with the cleric class. And it was thematic that I put a cleric class enchantment in a deck as clerics. Speak of the Heavens. This one's great because usually I have no problems getting the 4/4 angel creature because I'm always well above the 7. Mother of Runes. This is a great card because it's like, oh, I'll block you, I'll tap her to prevent all damage from X color. And it's just a great way to stall guys out like aggro decks and stuff. And you got Soul's Ascendant. Basically, it's the same thing as the other one. What's it called again? Soul Warden. I don't read these names. The Soul Sisters, basically. So yeah, I'm gaining a lot of life. And then you got another one here. There's a creature you control, protection from colorless, or she's a better version of Mother of Runes. So that's pretty good. Then you got Dawnbringer Cleric. And you can see I specifically try to make sure I had a variety of casting costs with these clerics because of Orah's abilities. So like it can get pretty crazy. And you'll see a lot of them are ETBs. So this one's right here. I can destroy enchantment, exile card from graveyard, or gain 2 life. And I can choose because you'll see when you're playing this game, you're sacrificing a creature and you're bringing one back. And so this guy right here comes back, and then you sack him to get back, like, because you'll sack it in a specific order from lowest to highest, so that you just chain them right back into play, usually losing the highest casting cost guy. So this one's right here because sometimes I want to get counterspells out of my opponent's hands late game, and this is a great way for me to do it because I can chain this creature several times in and out of play. And also, you know, to deal with counterspells, I mean, this one was a must, I think. Grand Abolisher. You got Voice of the Blessed. This is from the newest set. I just thought it was a great... Sometimes you just want to have a card that can smash someone in the face. And then when you saw how much life I'm getting. So this guy will get really big, really fast, and he becomes flying, vigilant, indestructible, and he keeps growing. I had to put it in there. Demon's Disciple. Sometimes you just got, like I said, this is basically, oh, I'll get rid of a creature. And then even then, you're like, oh, I'm sacking a guy and then starting the chain with Orah again. So I'll like sack, boom, put this guy out, sack it, another guy, and bring guys back. So it's an interesting thing. Now I like this one right here because I can save my guys, but also, you know, it's a flip card. And then I can choose a creature, planeswalker, I can destroy it. So this is a great way to wipe the board if I need to. Or, so I like this card because it's like, I can do either or. I think the sorcery is probably more going to happen. Priest of Gix. This is a great way to get mana. You know, as I said, I'm cycling guys in and out. So then this guy right here is just giving me bonus mana as I'm doing it. And here you go, the Mark-Off Purifier. I like this one because if I gain life, I can pay 2 life and draw a card. So it's just getting more draw engine, because you saw I had several draw engines, but it's not overwhelming. And so this guy's a great way, because, oh, look at that, I gained life, oh, I'm drawing cards. You know, because with him, I'm gaining lots of life. And then her, I just like this because she's basically like, I'll prevent damage. You know, it's just another way for me to be able to block, because generally clerics tend to be much smaller than other creatures. So with her and then the two, like the Mother of Runes and the other one, I can prevent them from dying, which is nice. Same with the land, Corehaven. Preacher, sometimes this cleric, I just want to take a creature. And with all the creatures sacrificing, I could be like, oh, I'm going to steal your Avacyn, and I'm going to sacrifice it and draw a card. So you see, it can get fun. Veto. So this guy's right here. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So he could be the opposite for part of the whole, the Sanguine Bond. But also I can pay a mana to give everyone lifelink. It's a little expensive, but you know, he's just part of their first ability. Angel Cleric, as you can see, we're still at the 3 cost. Whenever I just cleric in a battlefield, I control, I gain life equal to its toughness. And then if I have at least 7 or more life, starting life creatures you control get 2/2. So my angels get bigger. All right, Cabal Archon. This one's another way to sack a creature. It's a great way for me to start the chain. Also, like, if you get someone low on life, I can use this guy to finish a person. All right, and this is great. So if someone tries to do targeted removal, I can do my chain to bounce her back in response and make something indestructible. So there's some shenanigans to be had with this. All right, so this one right here, he's here merely because, I can sack 2 creature return, because you need to have backup recursion. Also, he's 4 mana, so he can start the chain with all the other guys. So, and if I lose him, it's like, man, whatever. This guy right here, Megara, is a part of my stall strategy. You can see he's got lifelink 2/4 whenever opponent attacks creatures, 2 or more of those creatures draw a card. So people are not overly enthusiastic about letting you draw a card. And if someone's casting a bunch of spells, then I can draw a few cards. Also, he's 4 mana, so I can start my chain with him. So we got 4 mana. We got an Entomber Exarch. This card's a great one because I can graveyard to my hand or make them discard a card. Usually I'll do the first one. But he's a great little one. Also, like I said, he can start the chain. You got Vengeful Reaper. Is that Angel Cleric, Flying Death Touch, Haste, Foretell. This one's merely in here because of all those abilities. So it's kind of like that one vampire. I forget its name. That's 3 to cast, where it's got Flying Death Touch and Haste. And then it's, you know, but the idea is that I can also use her to start the chain, because that's what you're thinking of when you're doing these higher level ones. Then we got Drana, the Last Blood Chief. I just like her because her ability is pretty sweet. When she attacks, I can have them pick a creature in my graveyard, return it with a lone encounter. It's a vampire. Plus, like I said, she also can start the chain. And then you got this one right here. She's a great one because of the fact that she can gain life. So what I'll do is at the end of my opponent's turn, before my turn, I'll tap her and gain a grip of life. Or, you know, you can use her for preventing damage. But I generally find myself using her to gain life, because gaining life is awesome. And then the last card I got here is my highest costing Angel, which is Angel Cleric, Flying Life at step. Gain 4 life more, I get an Angel with Flying and Vigilance. So like I said, there's a bunch of different ways to gain life, make more creatures, sack stuff, draw cards. And you can see the plan there is quite clear. And it's pretty effective, especially since people don't expect it. So it's a great little fun deck to play. So this concludes my video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, share if you can. Peace out.